This is some silver nitrate. Over here I have around 10 grams of it, which I bought for a great price. As a matter of fact, the price might be too good, so in this video I tested it. To start things off, I added 100 mg of the supposed silver nitrate to a test tube. You can clearly see that it's snow white, which is a good sign. Then I added 5 ml of distilled water. After everything dissolved, I added 34 mg of sodium chloride in a solution. As you can see, there is some white precipitate, which means that the test for silver ions came out positive. What's happening here is a precipitation reaction of silver chloride. It would be a shame to waste around 15 cents in metallic silver. That's why I'd also want to show the process of extracting silver metal from silver chloride. The first step is adding 35 mg of sodium hydroxide. Almost immediately, some silver 1 oxide is formed. Then, I started heating the solution to let everything dissolve as it should. After that, almost everything sank to the bottom. Now, to reduce the silver, I overkilled it with around 80 mg of glucose monohydrate. You can see that almost instantly the silver chloride is reduced to metallic silver. The precipitate got very dense and it all quickly started sinking to the bottom. After more of the boring stirring, it was time for filtrating the product. Once it was washed many times with acetone, I transferred it onto a paper towel to let it dry. About 3 hours later, I was left with this greyish powder. It is some pure elemental silver. As far as I know, silver is the best conducting metal. That's why I wanted to use a multimeter to show the powder's resistance. As you can see, it's roughly 40 ohms with varying values because I didn't get a stable grip. This is pretty low, but it should be way lower if I powdered the silver or melted it into a little bit. The last thing for this video is the storage of silver. It can be stored in a glass jar, but it is necessary for it to have Teflon lining. Silver is very sensitive to sulfur compounds and will easily tarnish and turn black. I should also say that the recovery from this process is pretty much 100%. That's how the product presents in a glass jar. The very last thing I had to do is just label the jar properly with a very nice name.